Alright, today I'm going to do a video on fixing the printer. It's got some issues. I was going to change out this block here, and the thing on there that tells it the temperature, here's the heating element. Well, the thermostat thing there tore out of there, so I ordered another one on Amazon. It's only a couple bucks. So today I'm going to do a video on replacing this, and I'm just going to walk you through it. I've already got the head and all that tore off, but as I put it back together, I'll have a light on it, and I'll walk you through the put back, and it should be pretty easy. And so the first thing that I'm going to do is I got to take off all this. I'm just going to unwind it off there all the way back to the board, and once I get that, then it should be fairly easy. Just basically going to plug and play. That's what it looks like. So we'll see. I'm going to have to rewire that. It's a simple fix. I guess I might as well go ahead and cut this and fix it while we're here. Go ahead and cut it before the screw up. Go ahead and cut that bad spot off. I'm going to remove this. Got to trace it down. So do this one here. Look at this mumble jumble. Okay, so these wires, plug this, scrape that away. So we get a clear shot here. Looks like these wires plug in. Got two in there, and I got the two white ones, which is plugged right there at the bottom. So this new one can be wired the same. So let's do it. I'm gonna set the phone down and hopefully you can see it. Look at all this crapping away. What I'll do is, I don't need it, but for you guys, I'll zip tie this out of the way. There. I think you can see that better. Let me zoom in. There you go. I'll unravel this. Is it close yet? This is nuts. Just cut it and rewire it. Probably wouldn't be so hard if I was trying to make sure it was all on camera. Make it like a film crew. Pretty cool. Okay. So I'm gonna take this and lay it on the front of the printer. Take this. I get the camera right. I'm just gonna lay this. I don't know if you can see that. I'm just gonna lay that there. Take my cord. Go ahead and run my wires where they need to go. Okay. Bring this back down where we're going to work it. Okay. Go ahead and make this as easy as possible by unplugging. Let's see. This is my new wire. Okay. This is my old wire. So my old white one. This bottom one. Okay. That's gone. Now before I screw up, I'm gonna go ahead and plug the new one in. We got little bitty hands to get up in there. Should have jogged my printer all the way up. Wait a minute. Oh, great. Check this out. Wrong one. Yay. That shouldn't be too big of a deal. Sucks. Okay, so this is the new one. Obviously, not the right one. I'm just gonna lay these exactly how they were gonna plug in anyways, and pull one wire out, which is the left one. Let's see. No, not either. I'm going to snip that wire. Okay. Now that that wire's good and gone, I'm gonna do the same thing with the other one. Make sure they're facing the same way. Okay, that's the left one. This really sucks. Okay, same thing on the other side. Snip. Snip. Why is that working this way? So if I get it backwards, I think the only thing it will do is just tell me the temperature backwards or whatever. And the probability of that happening is probably 90% because that's just the way it usually works out. I kind of screwed up there, but it's fine. If so, I can cut the wire on the front and swap it from there. I don't have to take all this crap back off. I'm not for sure what I would do. I'd probably just do it here since it wouldn't be a big deal. I can just unplug it and cut it off and switch the wires around. But it's not. I don't believe it's going to damage anything. I'm just going to go ahead and twist these around, and if it's wrong, then I'll just take it off and swap it around. No biggie. So, if you do it and you're running this problem, heads up, pay attention to wires. I'm in a hurry. I got 20,000 things I need to be doing, so I'm trying to rush through this and get it powered up. That's a big no-no. So, but I'm not worried about it. I got another printer coming in tomorrow. So, I bought the Monoprice printer. You can look it up. It's neat. It's a little small desktop printer. This was a DIY kit, and it was a pain in the butt. It's cheap. I learned a lot. Now I'm ready to move up to bigger and better things. And so there you have it. It's good as gold. Go ahead and plug that in. I just typed in Annet 8. That's what it pulled up. I ordered it like a dummy. Many times as I've done that, you think I would have learned by now. Oh well, I won't do it with these though. Oh wait, how are you supposed to know? There's no markings on them. No markings. So, figure that crap out. So it looks like this one's gonna be the middle plug. We'll go ahead and figure out how these come out. Looks like a screw on the bottom there. Let's lift it up. Yeah, little bitty screwdriver. So, I'm just gonna turn this up on the side. I ain't worried about damaging that. Loosen up the wires and I'll pull it out. What a freaking mess. Oh, okay. Just came right out. Great news. It just unplugs. If you were wondering. Okay, so I have no idea which way to put them in. I probably didn't know when I was putting them in, and chances are it probably doesn't matter. So I'm going to just put them in like I probably did when I built it. Burn that old crap away from it. Looks like it's heat resistant. Go ahead and remove both of them. Get my wire stripped. Get prepared. Probably don't want to breathe in that dust coming off of it. Doesn't look healthy. So now you're just gonna plug it up in there. Loosen it up. Oh, I was sitting there looking at the other one while I was shoving that in there and tightening it down. You put it in from this side, obviously. Sorry. Any way you can do it wrong, I'm over here doing it, so. If you find another way, let me know. I have to try that one too. Another wrong way. Okay, make sure they're good and snug. That one looks a little off. I'm gonna loosen it up and crank it back up in there a little deeper. Like so. Tighten it up good and snug. You want good firm connections there. That's your extruder. It's tight. It's the wires, I'm sure, get hot. So make sure you don't have nothing loose. Once you're confident with it, just plug it in. It's gonna be that middle one. Okay, and it probably wouldn't be a bad idea when you got it over. Go ahead and check your other connections. Kind of like a maintenance deal, just kind of make sure that everything is, that one felt loose, snapped in here. Make sure everything else is plugged in. I got a couple things unplugged over here, some fans. Go ahead and plug them in. I'm not for sure which one's which. I'm not really concerned about it because if I get them backwards, I can just unplug them. One of them is my extruder fan, and the other one is the filament fan. So if I notice they're wrong during my printing, if the filament fan comes on while as soon as I plug in the printer, then I'll know I have it backwards, and all I gotta do is just unplug one and swap it out for the other. So, but it's in a good spot right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it now. It's easier to get to, flipped over. It's all those stupid wires. So they just plug in right over here, right there. Those two there. It's this fan there. You can see it, and there they are. So it looks like I'm done here. I'm gonna flip this mess over and get her all cleaned up and get ready to start putting the extruder back together and putting the wire organizer up back on. All right, got the printer back up, got all this wired in. Gonna start the assembly process. So, I'm gonna start. Get all these pieces in. All this crap goes back together. Okay. Get all this out of the way. All right, so we're gonna put our further goes here. Jeez. Oh, it's already on there. Piece here, you need to go ahead and screw this onto there. Get it pretty close. And I would probably, I already have all this in there, which is cool and all, but yeah, it probably needs to come out because I don't really foresee a way of tightening this down and all that. So if you know how to do it another way, please spare yourself. So it's real simple. There's a set screw over here in the back that'll pull out that piece that I broke. The whole reason why I'm doing this, I broke this piece. Gently pull that out. That's the piece I broke. So be careful with that. I guess that regulates your temperature, tracks it. Go ahead and screw that in a little bit so I don't lose my screw. And there should be another one for that. Yep. So this is what heats up and causes your material to melt. There's two of them. Also. So. A little double strip, so easy. Okay, so this will heat up. It will actually glow red. You get it hot enough, and that heats up. In turn, heats up this block, which heats up this nozzle. And as the filament goes through here, there's a Teflon tube in there, and that's to protect the filament from melting prematurely. So the filament comes down here as a solid, and then it turns into liquid here because of this. And this piece here regulates the temperature. So take all that out, and then I'll set. This is what I like to do. I'll set it in there, and then I can screw this where I want it. And I need to break this loose. I don't know why I tightened it up already. That's what's going to tighten up to my neck there. So I'll put that just like so, and screw this on up to. Well, oh, don't bring it outside of here. Leave it below, either flush or below, because you don't want your extruder bumping into it in your roller. So get it about where you want it, and make sure you clock this the right way, whichever way you're going to be clocking it. So I would suggest doing it linear with the part there. So square, where your heating element goes in this way. So about right there. And make sure you're not too close to the top up there, which I'm good. I'll show you. See, it's below the top, it's not coming out. And then I'm gonna line this up and choke it to the neck there. Push this back at that square. Find me a wrench. That will tighten to that. I don't know what size that is. Looks like it's a 3/8. I got a 3/8 screw here. I'll go ahead and tighten up. I would go ahead and snug it up now. I wouldn't wait. You can check it later once it gets hot. This metal likes to move around when it's. Oh, before you tighten it up, get ahead of myself. One thing you want to do before you do that, maybe loosen. Yeah, it's loosened. Is get your thing right here lined up. I'm having so much difficulty. So line that up. Should be a nut, the Allen head on it. Right here. Oh, just dropped it. It's gone now. There you go. Nut. That's going to go up under here. I don't know. Oh, right. Okay. Probably couldn't get that lucky again. Move this over. So line that up, and you listen to the top. That's got an Allen head on the top of it. Everything's got Allens on it. Looks like this is a T8 up here. I'm gonna back that up a little bit to give me room. Get this one. Get this one. I haven't ate dinner yet. I'm a little out of it. Make sure that's good and square there. I just push it back to the shoulder. You'll feel it. Line up. So get that good and snug there on the bottom, and then you can run this down snug. Just kind of finger snug there. Take that back. Okay, so those two are snug. Okay, now we can line this up. Get ahead of herself. Square this up. Get that good square. Okay, now all this should be a nut. There it is. Don't forget that nut. That goes right here. That just kind of keeps everything in place. Just take little pliers and snug it up. It don't have to be nothing. You don't have to put a Gorilla Grip on it and strip it out. Just kind of make sure it's there. Okay, your spring. It's gonna go right there. Okay, we're gonna put the extruder on first, if we can. Just drop it down in there. We'll take a look at it. Yeah, it looks good. So we'll go ahead and break. Oh, can you see there? Go ahead and break this loose. Go figure. Okay. Just gonna unscrew this. Back it off, I mean. Set it in there. Take the spring. I'm trying to watch the video and that at the same time. Make sure I'm getting it. Excuse me. Okay, so we're good there. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and get some filament. A piece of filament. I'm just going to look at it and make sure it. Yep. That's good. So, got that there. That all looks like it's going to line up nice. Okay. We'll go ahead and put my heating element back in and temperature gauge. So, heating element's easy. I'm going to go ahead and slap that in. Slide that in there. Well, since that's on the front side, I'll do this hard one first. So slide that in there. And I don't really have a good clear shot of it, so I'm going to loosen this a little bit. Spin it around so I can see it. This is important. We'll back that off. I'll shove it in there with my fingertips. Cram it up in there good. Make sure it's up in there snug. Snug it up in there. Don't get crazy with it. It will strip right out. You won't even get a second chance. It just happens. It's over. I don't know what size this is, but it works. Okay, so I got that one in. Now I can go ahead and turn it this way, tighten this back up. I should have put those in before I put this up there. I just didn't want the wires in the way. So, here I am now, still fighting with the wires. Choose your evil. They don't have to be square. I just like it to look square. It's not all the way square. It's my fault. Let's see what's good. Let's hope. Really, could get this tight. Get this tight. Go back to the screw off. There's a nut. Only where I want it. And tighten it all down while holding the block. Perfect. Okay. Now run your heating element in the side. And I wouldn't shove it all the way through. I would just get it, push it in, and then push your finger on it. Just kind of even it out. Not too much on one side, not too much on the other side. Just kind of find your sweet spot there. and then make sure you tighten it up. That way the dang thing don't move around on you. We're almost done here. So, a little bit scraggly. It's hanging off the back of the table. And I put shims under it anyways while I'm printing to keep it stable. You put it on a rubber mat or something to keep the vibration and all that out, dampen it. Anyways, okay, that's all done. Yay. And now, well, that's a mess. And now we can put the fan on. Where'd that go? Well, I cut it there. Okay. So, this one is a big one there. It can be. It's not too bad. Okay. So basically, this is the sequence it's going to go in. You're going to put this on first, and the reason being is this is going to absorb extra heat out of here. It's aluminum. Aluminum it dissipates heat quickly. And that's why a lot of electronics and stuff, they use it because they're able to absorb the surrounding heat, and then they usually put something like a fan by it, and that fan will blow on that aluminum and it'll rapidly cool, and so it's able to keep things cooler. So you're going to put this on first, and you're going to put the grill facing out because you want the fan blowing in between the fins to help cool it down quicker. So we'll put it up against there. Okay. Then you'll put the fan, figure out which way it's blowing. You want it to blow into the fins. So it's really better when it's on. We can actually do that. And I could actually test the plug-in, make sure it's plugged in right. Okay. Yeah. Hey, what do you know? I did have it right the first time. Okay. If I would have plugged that in wrong over there on the circuit board, this fan would have came on. That's the fan to the filament. See, here's a little. It blows on the extruder to cool the filament out as it's printing. This fan defaults on as soon as you plug it in, and the reason being is to keep everything cool up here. So I'm going to figure out which way it's blowing. It feels like it's blowing here. So the electronics, the sticker there, feels like it's going to go up against that. So I'm going to go ahead and unplug it. I'm getting a lot of vibration in this fan, so I'm probably going to need to buy a new one. It looks like I've actually chipped some off somehow. Who knows what I was doing? So, and I've got it cut too now, so you can pick a fan up for like $2 off of Amazon. So I may go ahead and replace that because it's got broke. You know, I could just pull that out there and print it. That'd be pretty cool. But it's got broke fins, and so those fins, it's uneven now. It's kind of like a ceiling fan. It gets the wobbling. That wobbling causes vibration, and then that vibration will cause imperfections in your print. So the key to this is to keep the vibrations out of your print. That's a big thing on printing. That and the leveling of your bed and your temperatures and adequate cooling, and there's a lot of factors. But let's go ahead and put this all together. Since I don't have a new fan right now, I can wait. It's not gonna be the end of the world for sure. So put that on. We'll see here. Okay. Go ahead and slide these bolts into there. It's going to make it easier for you later. Make sure you got the right, okay. Make sure you got your tool ready. And then take all that at once. You got your fan, you got that little guard, the fan, and then your heat sink there. And then you got to put it up in there. There's 2 bolt holes here and there. And then that's got to line up with your servo there. There's 2 bolt holes down in there. So you have to kind of mash that down while at the same time trying to line this up. It's kind of a booger. So shove that in there and wiggle it around until you feel it catch. It's actually pretty easy this time. Don't cross thread it. Take your time. I know you guys probably can't see nothing here. My big fat hands are in the way. Whatever you do, don't cross thread it. Make sure everything's good and square and settled. Looks like my spring moved on me while I put it in. I might be able to get lucky and have to take it all the way out, all apart. I just move it. Push that spring. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna take that back off. The spring didn't catch right. I'm having all this crap's in the way. At this point, you can go ahead and put your wire organizer back on. It would probably help a lot. I'm having troubles with the spring behind here. I gotta take it back off. Get my spring line back up. I'll show you in a minute when it comes on. See that spring? I don't know if you can see that, yeah. So in this case, you just set it back down and screw this thing down in there. That'll help a lot. Screw it way down in there. That way it can't move out of there. I'm even going to adjust this all the way up. I can go back later and adjust it back out. For the sake of this. I'm snugged up. Okay, you can go ahead and back this on a little bit. You can adjust that later. That's your extruder, the tension on it. So we can adjust that later. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get these wires. Now that I've got everything, the reason why I saved that for last is the wiring deal. The reason why I saved this for last is because I wanted to, if I did it then, I would have no idea how much slack would be here. You know, I didn't know the placement of everything. And so I couldn't justify putting it on just yet. But now that I know where everything's at over here, I can put my organizer on and pull everything tight, and all the slack wire can come over here. I couldn't do that before because nothing was mounted yet. Now that everything's organized, I can go ahead and pull the slack out of the wire here and get it all organized and then leave the slack back here. So here comes the boring part. So what I like to do is, once I get this started, you can actually put some black tape on it because sometimes it likes to wiggle around on you. That can get annoying really fast. And there's like an up and a down to this, so make sure you do it the right way. I had it on the wrong way there. I think, no, I'm just being stupid now. Go ahead and edit that. Now we'll leave it in there. Here's something. Here goes something we're laughing about. Blind leading the blind. Alright, as you can see, it's already looking better. You got crap strung out everywhere. I remember when I first got this printer, I was all excited. I heard about 3D printing, and my wife got it for me. She was excited for me. You know, I had all these imaginations of what I was going to build. You know, I was like, everything. It seemed like everything I did, I was like, every idea that I had, I was like, if I just had a 3D printer, and I could build that, I could build this, I could do this, I could do that. Let me go back and miss some. And that was awesome. I think my favorite part of everything, of owning a 3D printer, was the dreams that I had before I even got it. Now that I have a 3D printer, it's still awesome. I feel great, and learned a lot. I've done a lot with it. I made a lot of handy panes, and you know, I know it's obviously the future. I mean, we're not going to always make things. It's going to be done for us. That's just where we're heading. Everything's getting automated and all that. So might as well learn it and understand it and appreciate it. And but from what I recall, my favorite part of all this was sitting on the couch, and I remember sitting back on the couch dreaming about what I would make. And now that I got it, you know, I haven't made much of anything that I dreamed about because I've had a lot of problems with the printer. But problems. What I mean by problems is it's the learning curve mainly. I'm not knowing what the heck I was doing and not really reaching out to anybody. You know, just kind of being a lone John and doing it myself. So that slowed me way down on my learning curve. You know, if I would have got with a team or some friends, I could have got the learning curve out a little bit. I'll take you up here with me. But I didn't. Come home after work and mess around on it. A little here and there. And I've had this 3D printer for, say, about 2.5, 3 years. And I just kind of fiddle with it on the weekends or sometimes after work. There's weeks that's all I do. I ignore everybody and I just focus on this, you know, because I run into problems that I just want to figure out, or maybe I'm having a bad week and it's fine. Hopefully the kids will take an interest in it soon. And they can learn it. They're definitely going to be involved with it in their lifetime. It's going to be a thing they're going to be doing. Let's see here. About done here. So I guess what I'll do now, I had some things I've been putting off. I need to tighten up my X and Y axes, so might as well go ahead and do that since I got all this taken apart. You see. So there's my, sorry it's dark, I'm on the front facing of the camera. I was trying to watch the camera as I was doing it. That way I could see what y'all were saying and make adjustments as needed. Make sure you guys get the best view. So it's all neat and organized again. So now I'm gonna, this is your Y, and it's just feels kind of loose. I've been getting kind of crappy prints. They've been real good, but I could do better. So I'm gonna tighten this up and snug it up real good just for fun. And this feels pretty snug. I'm gonna go ahead and try to tighten this up too. I'm gonna tighten up the Y here. So I guess what I'll do is start off by taking all this junk off. So I'm gonna take the 4 corners off the bed. And do this for. That way I just get a better view of what's going on underneath of this. Oh goodness, when you do it, screens go everywhere. So gotta keep an eye on them. Go ahead and set the build plate up out of the way. And so basically all I'm going to be working on is right here. Underneath this is the tension. So under there. So basically, I just need to loosen that off, pull the belt a little tighter, and tighten it back up. So that's all I'm gonna be doing. You can watch, and I don't really see any point in watching, but I'm here if you want to do it with me. So let's see, I'm not for sure. How are we gonna go about this? I guess I don't know what's under that. It'd probably be wisest to flip the printer over at this point. You could probably do better. That's the stuff out of the way. I'm being kind of dumb by keeping up with springs and stuff. Okay. So there it is. Tighten this up. So I'm just going to loosen it a little bit. Just 2 screws on the front side. Okay. Just get it loosened up to where I can adjust it. Okay. Yeah. Well, I didn't. Here we go, another video of anything that can go wrong. So, make sure your belt is on your servo. Go ahead and pull this forward a little bit. Belt on. Ouch. It's kind of painful. Go ahead and just pull this with pliers, kind of like really tight. And then I'll tighten it back. It's probably a 2-person job here. We'll get this like not crazy tight, but pretty tight. And we'll go ahead and reach around the back, tighten up the screws. And you want to go a little tighter than what you really want it, because whenever you let go of it, it's probably going to retract a little bit. So you're actually going to lose some of what you had. So, go ahead and make sure it's straight. That feels a lot better. Make sure those are tight. Yep. That's really good snug. So we'll tighten up the other ones. Okay. Done. Just probably good. Just kind of sit back and examine it, run it back and forth. You don't want any slack in it. This is not to be moved by slack or by any backlash. Backlash is a movement that occurs after the motor has started or stopped. Or stopped, and that's like play. Like you should not be able to wiggle this at all without the servo itself moving. You want it tight, so that way every little movement that motor makes, it is completely 100% in control of the steel plate. So you want it tight enough that the only movement that this makes is through the motor, the servo. But you don't want it so tight that the servo struggles to turn it. So you have to find that sweet spot. So you want a little bit of spring in your belt. So if you get it too tight, back it off. And you'll know because it probably either overheat or your prints will just be crappy. Because it's not moving like, your prints will probably be smaller than what they're supposed to be. And probably hear some noises. Okay, so that's done. That's your Y-axis. Flip this back over. Just the steel plate back on. Try not to destroy anything. Let me get a better take here. So, spring on. I've kind of modified mine a little bit. I got my screw and a washer, and then a bolt underneath that washer to hold the washer in place. I don't want that thing jiggling around. See if you can see that. See it? And then I'll put the spring on here, and then another washer on the bottom of the spring, and then the bolt at the very bottom. I'll give you a good look at it in a minute. I'll go ahead and put the springs on. Oh, I've had this thing on too long. Okay, sorry. That makes handy. So you don't want to force anything, just kind of let things fall into place. You want to end up bending something, screwing something up. So basically this is my setup. It works for me. So I have my screw, my washer, and then a big nut. Get the focus. Come on. Nut and then spring, and then actually I'm supposed to have another washer up between there. Yep, should be another washer right there. See? On top of the spring. That's the setup that I had, and that's the way I like it. It's better. And then tear it back off. Work. To me, it may not make a difference for anything. Works for me. That's all that matters to me. see why I do it. See, it just makes for a better. Make sure it just makes for a better spring. More solid. I like that. Okay, so I got all 4 corners done. Alright, I just got done finishing up, putting the new heater on there, and getting it all assembled and stuff. When I first turned it on, it had a nasty smell. It still kind of stinks in here. I guess there's some kind of coating on that middle. Something that really stinks. It's probably not good to breathe it in. I'm going to just put a little bit of rubbing alcohol on this build plate. I'm going to wipe it down good, get it clean. I like doing that prior to printing. And I actually got it, the temperature, everything's real hot right now. It makes cleaning easier. I'm going to go ahead and put a little alcohol in this rag and wipe my shafts down here, these bearing guides, rods, whatever you want to call them. Get all the dust off of them. They're not real dirty, just clean them another day. I just got done working on it, so oh goodness, it's hot. So, done everything but put on the new bearings. I realized I got to take apart all this again, and I said, you know what? I forget it. I did tighten up my Z. That is super tight. Looks good. My X could use some tightening. You know what? I'll go ahead and do that now. Dang it. Should already done it. Go ahead and do it now. Why not? Okay. Crap. There's always something. Okay. Looks like we got ourselves a cluster back here. Yeah, that's gonna suck. So I gotta figure out a way. That is such a crappy design. Can you see that? If I tighten this up too much tighter, it's gonna want to stand up higher, and then it's gonna rub on that, defeating the purpose. It's kind of a piss poor design there. It's already rubbing on it. So looks like I'm gonna be tightening. Yeah, so good. Wait, let's see. Get some tools. Screwdriver and a pair of pliers. Try not to burn the hell out of myself. If I get in there, grip on that. Some needle nose. Yep, I get it in there. I'm gonna move this down here. Loosen this up a bit. You got in. That's what I was talking about. It causes vibration. I can actually feel it in my bearings there. That's probably not good for the print. May put it probably, you know, it's not going to help it for sure. If anything, it's going to take away from the resolution some way or another. Please don't pop off. I'm just going to try to carefully, hopefully, tighten it up this way. Can I get that lucky? It's a friction plastic can. Yeah, you can see this. Sorry. I'll back this up as far as I can without unscrewing it all the way out of there. And grab it. Wiggle it around, try to get it to pull through. It does pull through. Pull tight. It's all plastic, so at the same time I'm trying not to snap something. It's a juggle. Some other guys make it look so easy. This is we ought to just call this reality. In reality, how it really works out. This shit. Freaking breaking something. I guess I'm just gonna take it and twist it like alligators do. They'll bite onto something and start rolling, and that acts just like a winch. I'm going to over tighten it because it's probably going to loosen back up as I let go of everything. So it's better to start off a little too tight than to get all done and be too freaking loose. I have no idea how this is going to be. me warn you, this is going to take a little bit of patience. So as I'm tightening it, I'm trying to hold everything in place, and it's moving on me a little bit. I'm okay with that. Tighten it up and then push it back. So I'm just going to tighten it up until it's snug. Try not to break nothing. In the process of that, I'm going to let go now. Hopefully it will catch on the teeth, and it did. That's good. Oh, shoot. Yeah, the extruder's a little hot. I wasn't planning on doing this. I was heating the bed up to actually level it, and I decided to tear into this. That is really tight. Okay, this is a very tight one. By golly, that is. Look at that. That's good. This is more limber. That right there is. I like that. That's pulling pretty good. So what that's going to do is give this all the motion. All the motion's going to be put on the servos now. There's no slack. It's all going to be driven now. We'll see how it works. It's too tight. Oh God, I hope it's not. I can go back through that process and loosen it a little bit. Loosen it won't be so bad. I just loosen that up a little bit. And I can even loosen this other one. Okay. Now we can level the bed and try to print. So I like to heat the bed up before I level it, because when materials heat up, they move around. Metal tends to expand. It's hot and contract when it's cold. So I'll show you how I level. Everybody's got their own ways. I'm actually going to do a little different this time. I'm going to use a piece of paper. Paper is typically 3/1000ths of an inch thick, so that seems like a very good distance to me away. So the first thing that I'm going to do before I hit home, the axis is I'm actually going to move my limit switch up to a point that I know it's not going to go below the bed. And what that will do is keep my nozzle from busting my glass. Don't want it going in too far. A word of advice: heat it. We'll go ahead and home. I'm using Pronter face. What the heck? Okay. Z should come down now. Honestly, I could just pull it out of the way here, just in case. Yep, so we're good. So as you can see, this has room. That's good. I can work with that. So what I'll do is, I can either let some slack out of my bed, the springs, or I can move this down. I'm just going to move this down a little bit, because they're already high enough. I need to actually start putting tension on them. So now I'm going to go ahead and home it again. See it mash the bed a little bit. And now it's mashing the bed. That's good. That's what I want. It's not mashing it real bad, but it's enough I need to get it off of there. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten down my limit switch for Z. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and work my bed down. See if I can get this in view. I'm going to go ahead and put some tension on the bed. Work that screw up. And it's hot, and it's what you want it hot. That way it's going to be where it's going to be at when it's printing. Okay, now I got slack, so I can work it, actually. And I'm going to put it over there in the corner too, where I'm going to be at working. Go ahead and move it over. I like to level the four corners. I'll go ahead and move this. Actually tighten it. Loosen it up. So it starts grabbing. Okay. Okay, I can feel it touching. So I know I'm about 3/1000ths of an inch up, and it's vibrating a lot. This fan, I need to get a new fan. So just right above where it's touching. Right there. I'll get it with my eye. I got some papers that I use. Good for this. That helps take the vibration. Okay, moved over to the other side. Right up to the corner. Same thing. Loosen it up till it grabs. Just grab it. Tighten it up until it lets go. Up there. Go back to the back corner. Watch it, don't let it smash your plate too much. Like it is now. Okay. Go ahead and start working this corner down. There it is. Back it off. Do you feel it? Right there. Just let it go there. Right there. Okay. This side. There it is. It's kind of burning my fingers. It's alright. It's part of it. Okay. Now I like going back through again because as you can see, it was too tight, too close to the nozzle. I like to go back through and until I don't have to adjust any corner. There. That's how it feels good. That's how you get good prints. So that feels a little tight. Okay. Side is good. A little tight. There. Let's go in the corner there. Seems to be the only two corners that are having issues. Back, left, and that feels good now. That feels good. One thing I didn't go over was making sure that the distance between here and here is the same on both sides. So you can do so by measuring it with a tape measure or something of the sort, calipers, whatever you have. But if it's something that needs to be established. All right, now that we got our bed level, we can go ahead and start working on our print. So I'm gonna go ahead and find something to print, which I just did. So I'm gonna go ahead and, I know where my home is, so I'm gonna go ahead and move it on up where that location is. Take off this so it doesn't crash into it. Go ahead and load my filament. I'm running PLA. Go ahead and straighten me up a piece. Framer in there. If I've gotten everything lined up right from the setup, it should go on down in there. What you know, it would get caught on something. We'll go ahead and hit extrude. Just see what the heck is going on here. Let's take a look down there and see if we can see. Well, should go in there. Get hung on something. Try breaking. Try cutting the first piece. Try at an angle. See if that helps. Get a start in there. There it goes. I just had a bad angle. Never get too much. Sorry if y'all wasn't able to see that. So I'm gonna go ahead and force it through, get it started. So here it is. Okay, now that I've done that, and I know it's all started and all that, I'll go ahead and tighten this up a little bit, probably by hand. The top, that screw up there, talking about earlier. That's gonna put a lot of tension on that filament. Now I'm using pliers, but I'm not turning very hard at all. Just, just basically hand tight. So I'm gonna go ahead and start my print. I don't know where it's going. Scratching there, scratching there. It's unusual for it to come out like that.